I wasn't really expecting the quest to go down like that. Just how things work out, I guess. Hello, virtual dreamers, Gregory here, and this is the Prologue, a weekly series of videos where I log the progress for the week, including the experience I gain, my skill masteries, the gear I obtain, overall the progress towards completing the various quests that will ultimately bring me to my final goal of making my virtual dreams into tangible realities. With that, let's log back into the second installment of the Prologue. The quest for this week was a blinking light. I wanted to get back into electronics by doing one of the most basic quests imaginable, just making a simple light turn on and off. So how did I do? Let's start things off from the top. Back to the present. So how did I do on the quest? Well, I think I can be safely said, but quest a blinking light for the week of April 29th through to May 5th is complete. I'm not too sure I can feel all that proud about finishing this one. I mean, the philosophy for this year is baby turtle steps, so every small step being taken consistently is a very important thing and all, but at the same time, it really took less than maybe 15 or 20 minutes to get all of that done, just period, in one go, which is a little too easy. I might argue last week's already easy quest was actually even more difficult than this. Well, a quest is a quest though, and whether or not I managed to achieve my ends by defeating 4,380 dragons or 300 years worth of slimes, I'm still going to keep taking every single step I can and being appreciative of the effort of that over time. With that quest being completed now though, my objective for this week is to target my Japanese a little bit more. Because while I am consistently studying on a regular basis, as you saw last week, with the exception of that one Sunday I pretty much managed to get in my Japanese study session every day, I feel that I'm not doing enough to do a bit more of a preservation-based practice versus the current learning-based system. And since I did say that one of my prior objectives in a previous video is to end the whole learn, use, lose cycle, I do want to still stick up to that. So, our quest for the following week is the preservation of learned scripture. If you're watching this video after having watched the first prologue, or if you're watching it after watching a future prologue that I've yet to create yet, congrats on completing the very first quest. Remember, it is consistently repeatable, so just following along is your only ambition here. As for the reward of the quest, there isn't anything direct as of this moment, but I do assure you that there is going to be something of value to you if you continue watching, even if it's just intrinsic from watching somebody slowly progress towards their goal and learning to understand the values of taking things nice and slow and at measured, reasonable paces. But for this week, I want to give you guys a little bit more of an active quest. Depending on what your preferences are, you might have caught that I made a bit of a reference earlier when I was going over the whole matter of my quest being a little bit too easy for this week. To the first 5 people who can write down the name of the protagonist of a light novel series whereby a girl who has been reincarnated into another world ends up spending 300 years basically killing slimes every day and becomes super powerful as a result. If you can name that girl's name, I will personally be writing down in the comment section a small little smiley face along with a completed sign next to you, and you will receive a shout out in next week's video. To anyone who misses that window, because you only have 5 slots to do so, I will be observing using YouTube's newest added and scrolling down to the bottom to see who won. But if you manage to miss the window though and still decide to throw in your comments, if I observe it, I'll see if I can at the very least give you a good job, you got it. It's just as a reward. I'm not really expecting this one to last very long, especially since quite frankly I haven't really read that light novel all that much. But when you have a title that fascinating, you can't help but want to look into it. Well then everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. This has been Gregory, logging out.